Hey guys, Frost here, welcome back. Today we're going to talk about TBC Beta Part 2, I guess. As you might know, I already reached 64 on the beta. I tested a bunch of things. I want to talk to you about a couple of changes, about some couple of updates. I also want to talk about some things regarding the TBC Classic launch and so on. So first thing I want to get into, as you remember, there used to be a bug regarding the experience you receive from mobs and from dungeons in Classic Beta. That seemed to be fixed now. People sent screenshots and videos from back in TBC. Now the experience is way higher, both in dungeons and normally while grinding mobs out in the world. If it took me to get from 60 to 64, about 22 hours played, now probably that will be shortened up to about 18 hours of play. If I would be to make a prediction, I think the world first level 70 will be anywhere from 24 hours played to 28 hours played, and the average player will probably reach in about 2 days played level 70. This is just a prediction. Now this XP increase kind of pushed the new meta on the beta, leveling in dungeons solo. Now I know this is only available for a couple of classes. As we speak right now, the Mage AOE cap is still not applied on the beta. So as mages, we discovered a new pool in slave pens. You can pull up to 50 mobs, maybe even more. It's still in development. AoE cap is not implemented. I went there and after a couple of wipes, 2 or 3 wipes, I managed to do the pool. It seems to give a lot of XP, like anywhere from 2.4k to 2.7k per kill, which is enormous. Also, I've seen warlocks doing slave pen solo, soul link warlocks, dotting all the mobs and kiting them around in the dungeon, which seems to be more experience than normal questing, and especially outside in the world and so on. Apparently, metas are being developed as we speak, and who knows? Hopefully, they apply that Mage AOE cap soon, so we don't have to go through all that mess that we have in Classic right now. Another thing I want to talk about, Paladins. Their consecration scales 99% with spell power. It does look great for paladins. For tanks, I've seen a video from Quissy where she was tanking ramparts in the tier 3 set, which is a healing set. As you know, all the healing gear that you have equipped will get converted to 30% spell power as well. It seemed really cool. It seemed really easy. Paladins have a great future in TBC. Now let's talk about the elephant in the room, the drums from Letterworking. Now if you remember a couple of weeks ago at BlizzCon, Blizzard said that they don't want players to have 25 members in a raid with Letterworking because that's not how the game was intended to be played, and they're gonna make a change regarding the drums in TBC so people won't be forced into a meta that they don't want to do. We were waiting for that change. People were hoping that drums would become like a consumable, like a elixir or a potion in the auction house. You can just buy them. Other people were hoping for a debuff after you use it, so it won't be more efficient. And many other options which were better than the ones that Blizzard thought about. Now the first change they made is that the drums require 8 yards to receive the effect. You have to be within 8 yards of the caster to receive the effect, which kind of I think the thought process in their mind was like, if we make it that bad, people won't use it. I think they made a big mistake. I think people are min-maxers, are tryharders, and the meta in games like this are dictated by tryhards and min-maxers. And instead of fixing something, they made it worse. That's first and foremost. Of course, there's another greater drums of battle that will be applied into the game that will come only with Zulaman, probably in phase 3 or 4, however. So they didn't fix anything. Here we go again, just like we had in Classic with the world buffs. Now we're going to be forced into getting Letterworking. I want to make a statement. I will not get Letterworking on any of my characters unless I need it, like if I'm playing a rogue or a hunter. I don't like this change. I don't know what the hell went to their mind with this change. First, I thought that they're just trying to take some heat away from people complaining about boosts and the mount that will be in the game. Maybe that's why they released this, to take some heat out of that, because this is everything that people talks about now. They forgot about the boost, they forgot about the mounts, now they're talking about the drums. Maybe it's just a cover-up. Maybe eventually we'll get drums deleted. I hope they will get deleted if they don't get fixed. Just remove them from the game, it's simple. Like, yeah, I'm going a bit off-road here. Another thing I want to talk about, professions. I'm going to start with engineering. Apparently the engineering goggles are not in game, which is kind of weird, as most people will not use them even in phase 1 because they're better options. For casters you have the spell strike hood. For hunters you have the 4 set bonus of the dungeon 0.5 set. I think there are a couple of classes that can use them, and since all other professions get their tailoring sets, their blades and their maces from blacksmith and so on, and leatherworking gets their primal strike, why wouldn't engineering be given the damn goggles? I don't understand. If you plan to release them with Black Temple, they will be obsolete. No one will be using them because their value will decrease, even though at start in phase 1 more than half of the classes will probably not use the engineering goggles. Jewel crafting trinkets, the blue ones are available. Don't think the epic ones are in the game yet. Blacksmithing, if you're trying to go for double crafting maces, you must know that the one-handers are unique equipped. Another important things, right now on the beta, you have the 22 slot bags that are available to purchase in Shatra from Harry Spilton, the gigantic bag, which are going for 1200 gold. I think they will be in game. No one complained about them, and that's great. I want to buy 4 big bags. And another thing I want to talk about, it's the Primal Nether. Primal Nether is currently in the game. As you know, Primal Nether is used to crafting all the rare items from professions, like engineering goggles, like weapons and armor and so on. It used to be bind on pickup up to patch 2.1 probably. Just like in Classic, the Lotus was bind on pickup up to patch 1.5, but at the release of Classic, the Lotus was already BOE, and I have a feeling that the Primal Nether will be BOE as well, which means you would be able to sell it on the auction house, you would be able to trade it, and does that have a big impact on the game? I think it is. I think less people will be willing to do like heroic dungeons for the nethers. People with a lot of gold will be able to purchase it. It will create a bigger inflation and so on. However, do I think it's such a big deal like the drums? No. Is such a big deal like the boost? No. So I don't think I would mind a Primal Nether. Those are the things that I want to talk about. It feels like the one that I'm most disappointed about is the drums. I was really hoping and I was really happy when they said that they're going to fix this meta that we're going to be forced into, but so far it's not going great. Okay, that's it. Thank you very much for watching, and this is the update that I have right now for the beta. Until next time, stay frosty.